Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to install or change the hard drive in a 2010 to 2012 or 2013 Mac Mini. So first thing you're going to want to do is flip the entire computer over, and you're going to see two little indentations on the bottom plastic cover. You're going to want to twist it counterclockwise, then flip it back over again, and the plastic part will fall right off, and then you have the exposed components of the computer itself. First thing you're going to do is you're going to want to get yourself a T6 Torx screw, which is one of these, and you're going to take out the screws around the fan. There are going to be 3 screws, one on the bottom right corner and on 2 on the top left and right. So the bottom right corner, that screw won't come out because it has a spacer in the bottom and it won't allow it to come out. Once it makes that clicky noise, if you push down and keep on screwing, I'll do this. That's how you know it came out. Then you want to take out the top left and right screws and put them on something like, I have like a little magnetic parts tray. I want to put it on that so I don't lose the screws or lose any parts. So once you've got all that unscrewed, you're going to want to simply just pull up the fan. Make sure to keep it like close to it, because then now you're going to need to take some sort of flathead bit, something like this, to pop out that little connector that's connecting the fan to the board. Like that. It comes right out. Put the fan aside somewhere you remember. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to move the computer upwards, put the fan under it, because that represents where it goes. But you don't have to do that if you want to. So I'm just going to set it aside, like sit there or something. Next thing you want to do is, you're going to want to carefully take out your RAM. Now, if your body does have some resistance and capacitance, which is voltage, and it could potentially damage and short your RAM. So you want to carefully pop out these two little, there's 2 little tabs on either side of the DIMM slot, and the RAM will pop upwards like this. Like that. It comes right up like that. Then you simply just pull it out. And then you just put it aside, and then you do the same procedure for the other stick of RAM. Just pops right up. Then you just take the edges of it. Make sure you only hold it by the edges, and put it next to the other RAM. Then you're going to want to take out this plastic cover right here. That's simply the same screw. It's just a T6. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, T6. It comes right out with the same one you took out the fan screws. It comes out really easy. Like, none of these screws are actually really packed in that tight, so it's going to be relatively easy to take it apart. So once you've got that out, you can just pop out this little plastic cover that holds on the heatsink. That's what holds on to the heatsink. The heat pipe is right there. Then you want to grab yourself a T8 Torx screw or Torx bit, and unscrew these 2 on the bottom right here, with one right there and one right there. Now I'm going to zoom in here to make sure you can get like the full view of the camera. So I'm just like kind of zoom in. Is that better? Okay, that's better. Yeah, you're just going to kind of want to take these out. It's not really, because these are actually screwed in directly to the hard drive itself. So make sure you don't like get too vigorous with them, or else it might like twist your hard drive or like pop out a connector or something. So once you've got the 2 screws out, you're going to want to get yourself number 2 hex head hex head bits, which is what you're going to take out these 2 with, there and there. That's what those come out with. They come out really easy. Put those on your magnetic parts tray. Then, once you've got those out, you can easily just pop this thing right out. And then, to make it a lot easier to get stuff out of the way, you just get a flathead bit and just pop that little thing out of its connector socket and put this aside. Then, you're going to want to carefully, with your little connector, what you're going to want to do is, you're just going to want to carefully go to right here on the hard drive. There's 2 connectors right here. So first, I'm going to get up close on them. Hold on just a second. As you can see, right there and right there, those are 2 connected. There are 2 little things right there, and right there. Those are both connected to the hard drive itself. One's going here as a temperature sensor, the other one's going to the SATA connector. And you're going to want to carefully remove those with your flat screwdriver, like that. And it easily pops out. Super easy, comes out, make sure you don't damage it. Then you just pop out the other one, super easy procedure. Then you can pull out your hard drive like this. Then you can easily just pull your hard drive out like this. You want to go to the SATA connector end where this plastic mat part is, and pull up on that and pull out. As you're pulling out, you want to go on this end too, which is next to the DIMM slot, and pull up, because the DIMM slot will stop it from coming out. But you just want to pull up enough, and then it eventually will come out. As simple and easy as that. But then, because, oh, what's this? You want to pop out your SATA connector, not your SATA connector, but there's a little Lego connector, as they call it, right here. You want to pop that out with the screwdriver, and that entire assembly will super easy come out. Like this. Okay, once you got that out, once you've got these out, you got the hard drive out. So then, what you do with the hard drive is, you pop out the SATA connector, that's going to go like this later, connect your hard drive, and it's going to this little connector right here, because when you pop out before you take out the hard drive entirely, you just pop that back in there once you put your new hard drive in, and I'm going to go get my new hard drive in a second. Oh, and one more thing. As you can see right here, this hard drive actually had like this little, like matte, like paper cover, not really paper, but like some sort of plastic cover on it, this stuff. And because if you peel it off, you'll see the actual internals and circuit board of the hard drive. And they put that there because then there's this metal grate that was going to go over the hard drive, but then if it touches the hard drive, it could short out, it probably will, short out some connections and potentially damage the hard drive. So, if you're getting a hard drive like this, you're actually going to want to take this cover and put it on here. That's really it. Then you can install your SSD. Alright, so as you can see right here, sorry for any background noise, this little temperature sensor was originally on the drive right here. You can just take it off. Then what you want to do is, you want to get a tiny piece of electric tape and just cut it. Then grab your SSD and put it in the exact same spot, okay? Because it's not going to stick on there without the tape. So pop on the tape. You got your tape on now. What you want to do is, I wish I could peel off that product sticker. Anyway, so you want to just grab your SSD and take your original little connector, plug that into your SSD, and get it in your computer like this. So you just got it in your computer. You just put it in like this. Oh wait, hold on. First thing, actually, you have to get these screw things right here. So you want to grab a Torx, I think T8s. Yep, these are T8s. You can actually just use the bit by itself to get these out, because they are actually like screwed in relatively loose. So like, take those and put it on the same side of the drive that they were originally, on the other drive. So just grab them, put them on your drive, screw them in. Then I can't screw it. Do the rest, the screwdriver itself. Screw those in. Okay. And get your other screw. Then just screw that one in. Screw that in. Okay, once you've got your screw ins, you want to line it up. When you put it in, there's two little parts right back there. There's two little holes for it. So you want to line it up with those holes. What you do is just push it. You just push it before you put it in. You kind of just want to. You feel them snap into place because it won't move. So then, once you've got those holes lined up, you want to push in your little SATA connector cable, like that was before there. You want to push your hard drive in a little bit. Push it up a little bit. Once I get it in, I'll show you how you do that. SSD in. So you just get your hex or whatever, like some thick bit. some really like not as thin one. Just kind of push in your little antenna socket into its little hole, which it'll go in pretty easy. Then you just snap in this little contour of like the outside of this little piece here where this little kind of like grate goes. Make sure it snaps in like that. That's it. Snaps in 100%. Just make sure it gets in all the way because you don't want to have any exposed. So that should go in pretty easily. Then all you have to do is get your hex screws and just screw those in. Get your hex screws, the same one that goes here. It's the same type. So that they are interchangeable. So once you get those, then you just get your T8 and get your other screws that go on into the drive actually. And you can see if you have a 7mm drive, your drive will start to lift up, and then it'll stop screwing once it's gone all the way up on both sides. So just screw it in. That's it, and then this grate is secured. Then you get your little plastic heatsink guard that just pops in really easy. Then get your really tiny little, really small black screw. That's going to be a T6. So you use your T6. And get that in there. Okay, you got your T6 in there. That's it. Then the only thing left to do is you get your fan. So put your fan on there. Actually, first thing is to get your little fan connector, the wire, into its little 4-pin little kind of Lego brick connector. I say that a lot. But then you put in the little bottom screw that goes in the silver hole and screw that in. Then what you do is put back your other fan screws. Same ones. Just grab them. Or you could just hand tighten them if your screwdriver is a little too, to be too forceful with it. So that's it. Grab your other one. They don't go in as much because the Apple kind of tricks you into damaging the computer because they make the screws longer and thicker than the actual thread is, so it makes you think the screw is longer and needs to go in more, but it'll stop, trying it harder, but not if I'm telling you about it. So then you just pull in your little cover, and then it should snap right into place. And that's it, you guys. That's all you have to do to change from an original traditional hard drive into an SSD in your Mac Mini from 2010 till 2012. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.